Well, folks, buckle up for another roller coaster ride through the legal circus. Alan Dershowitz, Harvard Law heavyweight and author of Get Trump, A Threat to Civil Liberties, Due Process, and Constitutional Rule of Law, went on Fox Business to break down the Trump case, and let me tell you, what a week it's been.
100%. I want to say right now, I side with President Trump's assessment of the judicial system. A biased judge, a biased jury, a biased prosecutor, a man who ran for office on the theory of let's find the crime to prosecute Trump for, and they couldn't find the crime, so they made it up. This is the most outrageous case. You know, everybody knows the quote from Lavrenti Beria, the head of the KGB, and Stalin, when Beria said to Stalin,
show me the man and I'll show you the crime.
No, find you the crime.
Find you the crime,
worse.
yeah.
Tried to find the crime, and he couldn't, so he made up the crime.
Let's get to it. So, Dershowitz doesn't hold back, echoing President Trump's scathing critique of the judicial system, and boy, does he have a point. It's like a rigged game of political whack-a-mole out there, with every aspect of the trial seemingly stacked against Trump from the get-go. With bias here, prejudice there, and let's not forget the cherry on top, a jury pool from Manhattan, New York, where Trump's popularity is about as high as a subway rat's IQ. But what's truly baffling is the deafening silence from the left. Even some staunch Democrats are nodding along with Dershowitz behind closed doors, yet they're hesitant to speak out publicly. It's like they're trapped in some political twilight zone where loyalty to the party trumps justice and fairness. And Alan Dershowitz makes a great point about the charges. Like, what exactly are they? It's been days now, and most people have no idea what charges they are. Like, is it election interference or tax violations or something else?
I've known criminal law. I've been involved in criminal law 60 years. I still don't know what the crime is.
Right.
Was he found guilty of intending to violate tax laws, to violate the federal election laws, to defraud the voters? I still don't know, and we're a day after this. This is the most outrageous case.
Every day, this sounds more like a laundry list of political vendettas than legitimate legal grounds. It's as if they're throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks. But the real kicker? The judge's bias. It's like he's wearing anti-Trump goggles in court, practically guiding the jury toward a guilty verdict. That's not justice. Yet, despite the blatant injustice, there are folks out there cheering on this mockery. It's like they'd rather see Trump behind bars than uphold the principles of our legal system. Talk about misplaced priorities. So where do we go from here? Well, taking this all the way to the Supreme Court might be our best shot at righting this wrong. We can't let this miscarriage of justice stand unchallenged. And that's exactly what Trump's legal team is planning on doing.
We've got news coming in today, Alina. What's your reaction to President Biden saying today that it's, quote, irresponsible to say that the New York Trump trial and guilty verdict was rigged?
It's very convenient from the person that doesn't want the finger pointed at him, because this was exactly what he had asked for and coordinated. I mean, are we really surprised? Let's be honest. He's deflecting. We knew this was happening. We knew he was ready to do a speech the minute a verdict came out. We knew that there was no surprise. We keep getting anti-Trump political individuals in these courtrooms. There is no question about this, that the only person that's being irresponsible is the man that has open borders and doesn't care about our country, is going to the beach this weekend.
Alina articulated it perfectly. President Biden's attempt to downplay the gravity of the New York Trump trial and guilty verdict is nothing short of absurd. It's evident that this was all orchestrated to target Trump, and now they're trying to wash their hands of it. But we see through their deflection tactics. And let's talk about due process. Trump's legal team had their hands tied behind their backs from the start. How can you defend against charges when you don't even know what the underlying crime is? The lack of clarity is alarming, to say the least. It's a clear violation of Trump's rights. As for the appeal process, there are glaring issues that demand attention. From the jury's inability to pinpoint the exact crime to the prejudiced judge, it's clear that justice was not served. They're going to take this all the way to the Supreme Court if they have to. It's a sad day when our justice system is weaponized for political gain. But Trump's team is more confident every day that this is only making him stronger and giving him more traction. They believe that on November 5th, 2024, the people of America will vote him as the next president. And more people are truly believing that. For example, North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum shared his thought process on all of this.
Governor, thanks so much for being here this morning. We so appreciate it. I want to get your reaction to President Trump being found guilty on 34 counts yesterday. Whether it's the Donald J. Trump website going down because so many people are trying to donate. I mean, my phone has been blowing up. I had a retired couple that probably has never been able to donate at a significant level, maybe, $10 here or there, sent me a message and said they were going to give $1,000 to President Trump. Wars overseas. You wake up today, all those issues are still here, and President Trump has the answers. He's been strong on those. Joe Biden's been weak, and this is not going to change the outcome of the election. Well, I mean, it was surprising to see a unanimous guilty verdict, frankly. The judge, of course, tried everything he could in every which way to make it, pick a crime, any crime you want. People understood that President Trump can't get a fair trial in New York City any more than, if Joe Biden probably would struggle if he was in the reddest county of Texas and was up against a judge that had donated to President Trump. I mean, if you flip the script the other way around, people would be screaming about how unfair it was.
Governor Burgum hit the nail on the head. The verdict on Trump's case won't change the course of the upcoming elections. People are waking up to the fact that President Trump has solutions to the pressing issues facing America, whether it's inflation, border security, or foreign policy. Meanwhile, Biden's leadership has been weak, leaving Americans struggling. The unanimous guilty verdict was hardly surprising, given the biased nature of the trial. It's clear that Trump couldn't get a fair trial in New York City, just as Biden would struggle in the reddest county of Texas. The weaponization of the Justice Department is a sad reflection of the state of our country. But there's optimism in the air. People who have never been politically active before are rallying behind President Trump because they recognize the need for change. And it's so true. Most people see through the laughable conviction and understand that real issues like inflation and border security are at stake. As for the upcoming debate between Trump and Biden, it's crucial for Trump to focus on the people and their concerns. Biden may try to deflect attention onto Trump, but we, the American people, are hungry for real solutions, not political theater. All of this plus all of the support pouring in for Trump from all corners, from everyday people to Wall Street billionaires. They are showing us what is really happening. These savvy business leaders understand the economic challenges facing everyday Americans, and they're putting their money into Trump, who can make a change. They see Trump as the leader who can reignite the economy and restore America's strength on the world stage. Thanks guys for watching. Now make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video for more. See you in the next one.